Hello, good afternoon. I'm Shara C. Ipis, Bachelor of Elementary Education, 3rd year, LIT1, Section J. And now, I am presenting to you my personal view on the roles of literature, its essence and function. The first bullet states that literature helps us to find what information exists, cultural, and beliefs. So, through literature, it can help us to travel across time and learn about life and history from those who have gone before us. The second bullet states that literature gives us an appreciation about our own culture heritage. This means that we can have a better grasp of culture and a greater appreciation for it by doing so. The third bullet states that literature reflects human life, in which literature can be said to be the mirror of life because it reflects and comments on aspects of things people encounter in their daily lives. The next is essence and function of literature. First bullet is power. So, literature of power means that the function of literature as a power is to move the heart and mind of the readers. The second bullet is knowledge. The function of knowledge literature is to instruct. It indicates that literature teaches readers specific ideals, messages, and ideas. The third bullet is contribute values of human lives. Literature also functions to contribute values of human lives. In education program, literature may give a significant contribution for students' development and knowledge. The contribution of literature in education covers intrinsic values and extrinsic values. So, the intrinsic values are the reward of a lifetime of wide reading recognizable in the truly literate person, while the intrinsic values facilitate the development of language skills and knowledge. The fourth bullet is moral. Literature has the potential to instill moral principles in its audience. However, reads a literary piece absorbs the morals included in it, whether good or evil, and therefore helps shape their personality. The fifth bullet is cultural. Literature reflects the diverse experiences, ideas, and passions of people in their daily lives, which manifest themselves in a variety of forms and types of literary works. Because literature is derived directly from human existence, it can expand our understanding and experiences of human issues such as values, morals, cultures, and human interests. And we have here the uniqueness of each literary genre. I will present this in a table form. We have here the first column literary genre and the other side is the features. The first bullet is fiction. Fiction, it deals with narrative and imaginative characters. The second bullet is non-fiction. It deals factual story and focuses on actual events and people. The third bullet is poetry, narrative. It describes important events in life. The last part talks about the uniqueness of each approach's literary criticism. On the first column, it is there the list of literary criticism, and on the other side are its features. Number 1. Historical biographical approach. It deals with the life of the author. It is important for us to know the life of the author and his political, economical, and sociological context of his times in order for us to truly understand his works. Number 2. Moral philosophical. It deals with morality. So literature is viewed to discuss man and its nature. The approach is close to the morality of literature to questions of ethical goodness or badness. Number 3. Formalism. It deals with form. Form is the way of arrangement of the content of a text. Basically, it can explain how the text presents the information. In a literary work, the form can refer to the style, structure, tone of a work. Number 4, mythological and archetypal approach. It deals with myths. So myths, when we say myths, it is a classic or legendary story that usually focuses on a particular hero or event, and it explains of nature, existence of the universe with no true basis and fact. Number 5 is Marxist approach. It deals with culture. So culture can refer to the beliefs, customs, values, and activities of a particular group of people at a particular time. Number 6, psychological approach. It deals with ego and superego. So ego is defined as the view that a person has of himself. An example of ego is the way that you look at yourself. And the next is superego. The superego is the part of the personality that represents the conscience, the moral part of us. So the superego is sometimes represented by an angel sitting on someone's shoulder, telling the ego to base behavior on how the action will influences society. Number 7 is feminist approach. It deals with equal rights. So human rights literature is a literary genre that deals with human rights issues and thus directly or indirectly promotes values of human rights. So number 8 is reader response. It deals with constructive ideology. So ideology can be defined as a body of principles, often political or social principles that motivates the conduct of those who embrace it. And the number 9 is structural approach. It deals with theory of humankind. And the number 10 is the constructionist approach, which it deals with binary oppositions. That would be all. Thank you.